fall in love, which blinds the eye enough that it isn't kept sharp on the daughters. Meanwhile, bad guys are plotting away. They don't take with human or half-human types in their rarefied world, especially in positions of power. Dark forces go to work. A particularly evil-minded sorcerer, probably related to Library Joan, takes charge. A spell is cast on the daughters, while teacher and warrior are starry-eyed. The daughters' souls are stolen, locked in a glass box known as the Box of Souls, which can only be opened by 3 keys turned by human hands. Although the gods know where to find the keys, none of them can break the spell or free the souls. Teacher and warrior are cast out, sent through the curtain of dreams into the mortal world. There, in each generation, 3 human women are born who have the means to find the keys and end the curse. Teacher and warrior must find the women, and these women must be given the choice of accepting the quest or rejecting it. Each, in turn, has 1 moon phase to find a key. If the first one fails, game over. And not without penalty. Each would lose an undisclosed year of her life. If she succeeds, the second woman takes up the quest, and so on. An annoyingly cryptic clue, the only help teacher and warrior are allowed to give the 3 lucky women, is revealed at the start of the 4-week cycle. If the quest is completed, the Box of Souls will be opened and the Daughters of Glass freed, and the 3 women will each be awarded a cool $1 million. A pretty story, Dana mused, until you understood it wasn't a story but fact. Until you understood you were one of the 3 women who had the means to unlock the Box of Souls. Then it just got weird. Add in some dark, powerful sorcerer god named Cain, who really wanted you to fail and could make you see things that weren't there and not see things that were, and the whole business took on a real edge. But there were good parts, too. That first night, she'd met 2 women who had turned out to be really interesting people. And soon she felt as though she'd known them all her life. Well enough, Dana reminded herself, that the 3 of them were going into business together. And one of them had turned out to be the love of her brother's life. Mallory Price, the organized soul with the artist's heart, not only had outwitted a sorcerer with a few thousand years under his belt, but had found the key, opened the lock, and bagged the guy. All in less than 4 weeks. It was going to be hard for Dana and their pal Zoe to top that one. Then again, Dana reminded herself, she and Zoe didn't have the distraction of romance to clog the works. And she didn't have a kid to worry about, as Zoe did. Nope, Dana Steele was footloose and fancy-free, with nothing to pull her focus away from the prize. If she was next at bat, Cain had better set for the long ball. Not that she had anything against romance, she mused, letting the notebook close as she watched the blaze and blur of trees through the window. She liked men. Well, most men. She'd even been in love with one, 1,000,000 years ago. Of course, that had been a result of youthful stupidity. She was much wiser now. Jordan Hawk might have come back to Pleasant Valley, temporarily, a few weeks ago, and he might have wheedled his way into being part of the quest, but he wasn't a part of Dana's world any longer. In her world, he didn't exist. Except when he was writhing in pain and agony from some horrible freak accident or a debilitating and disfiguring illness. It was too bad that her brother Flynn had the bad taste to be his friend, but she could forgive Flynn for it, and even give him points for loyalty, since he and Jordan and Bradley Vane had been pals since childhood. And somehow or other, both Jordan and Brad were connected to the quest. It was something she would have to tolerate for the duration. She shifted as Flynn turned to drive through the open iron gates, angled her head so that she could look up at one of the 2 stone warriors that guarded the entrance to the house. Big, handsome, and dangerous, Dana thought. She'd always liked men who were, even if they were sculptures. She scooted up, but kept the long length of her legs on the seat, the only way for her to ride comfortably in the back of the car. She was a